Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Daddy Everyday Podcast, episode 3. Doing a little dad talk with my man, Demond Wright.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me. I'm great. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Did you watch the Oscars?
No, man, I don't watch the Oscars. I haven't watched it.
You watch any award shows?
It's been a while since I watched any award shows.
Same here. I used to watch the Grammys all the time.
Right.
Then I realized, shoot, the stuff I like, they don't recognize.
Right.
So, you know, so I'm not missing out on any performances unless it's one of those performances everyone says, oh, you got to see this.
Right, yeah.
I'll pull it up then, but I'm not watching, award shows or whatever. I'm glad that rain stopped today.
Oh, yeah, I got caught in the rain.
Oh, dang.
Oh, yeah, I had to change clothes in the car as I pulled up.
Oh, God. It stopped. It was all sunshine when I left the house. That's good. That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, good for me, not for you. What's your favorite season?
Man, you know what? I actually like fall.
Fall?
Yeah.
I think, that's one. I like fall and spring. Summer's way too hot and winter's way too cold. So
I can't stand spring.
Really?
No.
You got my allergies?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. So it's all good to me. I play in pollen. I put pollen on. It don't bother me at all. I'm like, throw pollen up in the air. It don't bother me at all.
Wow.
All right. Who's Demond Wright?
Man, well, Demond Wright, man. When you think about Demond Wright, I always been this ambitious guy, man. Growing up, man. So growing up, I was always this dude, man. If I say I'm gonna do something, I did it. Mm. And I'm still like that to this day.
That's what's up.
And I see that in my kids as well, especially my daughter, man, who just graduated college, man, age of 20.
Oh, that's
summa cum laude.
Oh,
yes,
get
sir.
out of here.
Yes, sir.
All right, my son, he's in 11th grade. Okay. So now I already got expectations for him. So you're going to step your game up already before you even hit college. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting right there.
Yeah, and I also have a 16-year-old son.
Okay.
And he's very ambitious as well, man. Design his own clothes, sew them himself.
Oh, that's...
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to turn that, he's doing great in school. Both my boys doing great in school, but I mean, they ain't sewing nothing. They still have their pants inside out when it's time to do laundry. I got to, they got to step their game up. No, I'm just playing. But, so 2 kids?
2 kids.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. I got 2 sons myself, 17 and 9.
17 and 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And they in sports?
Watching it. Now, my oldest is really into football. He gradually came along, me watching my Falcons. He went from saying who's winning to watching a quarter with me. Yeah. To now I'm watching the whole game. Now telling me, hey, the game's on.
Man, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I'm a big boxing fan.
Uh-huh.
So my son won't watch boxing with me, but he love to box.
Really?
Yeah.
So does he watch like YouTube videos like all kids to kind of learn pointers or anything? Or?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
I have stuff at the house where he can hit the bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but doesn't watch it?
Nah, he won't watch it, man.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I guess he want to learn do his own thing. So
and try to show it on people. Yeah.
Yeah. He sizing you up.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Yeah, he's sizing me up, man.
My son, he's actually bigger than me. Okay. But I'm still taller.
Okay.
And I have to every once in a while we wrestle or something, and I gotta hide that I'm getting out of breath.
Yeah.
Man, when he find that out, it's over. But I'm trying to hang in there for right now. Yeah, because he sizes me up every other week. He's like trying to.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah, my son still does that to this day.
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah. I'm about to learn karate or something. I ain't got time. He already husky, and I ain't got time to be wrestling no husky dude. So, young dude, he gonna have energy.
I can tell you this, man. One time I was slap boxing with my son. So I was like, you slow, you can't get in. And one time it hit my hand. Well, he thought he hit my hand. He said, I almost got you, Dad. I said, yeah, you did. I said, you almost got me. Man, he slapped fire from my face, man. That was the last time I slapped boxed
with him. Yeah. See, I can still do that with my son. He's he doesn't have a high pain tolerance. So like at that, I still had that advantage. But once he developed that, it's a wrap.
Okay.
he gonna one day say, "Hey, I'm doing the podcast today." I'm like, "Yes, sir."
That's what's up.
No, I'm like, God dang it. But nah, not right now, though. Daddy still got it. Hey, what emotions do you have? Well, what emotion did you have when you first found out you were about to be a father?
Man, be honest with you, when I first found out I was about to be a father, I was nervous. Because man, when I grew up, man, watching my mom take care of 7 kids. I have 6 sisters, man. I'm the only boy. And watching my mom, man, how she worked to take care of us. And being honest with you, I never wanted my kids to go through what we went through growing up, man. Cause my mom struggled, but she kept it together for us.
Right.
And so I was nervous, but at the same time, I was like, man, my kids, we gonna be straight. And we straight.
That's what's
I'm
up.
gonna make sure we straight, man. So
Man, that's what's up.
I was nervous.
Oh yeah, yeah. Same feeling. How do you handle conflict in the family, and how do you try to resolve conflict when something comes up?
Man, how do I handle it? So basically saying if the kids are in trouble or
Yeah.
all right, so me, I'm not with I don't spank the kids. So the biggest thing is, man, growing up, you know, if your son come up to you and he does something wrong, and you say, "Son, I'm disappointed," that hurt him worse than you being mad at him.
Oh yeah.
So when I tell my kids I'm disappointed, man, it's on them all day, and they trying their best to correct it, and won't do it no more. So being disappointed, man, it's actually, it helps me and my kids out because they know they made a mistake. And you can be mad at someone, they know you'll stop being mad. That's all. He gonna be mad for so long, but when you're disappointed, that's different.
Yeah.
So if I'm disappointed, man, and my kids actually don't like me being disappointed, and they fix it. That's all.
Oh, that's what's up. That's but that's your doing because you raised them like that to where they want to seek your approval.
Right.
There's a difference between, like, some kids don't mind their folks being mad. Shoot,
Right.
They'll talk to me less.
Right.
But it's something about being disappointed, and I would say my boys are like that too. They hate to disappoint me.
Right.
So yeah. So kudos to you for instilling that, because that is something like being mad at you stop being mad at somebody. But when you're disappointed, that lingers, and the kids know that.
Right.
And yeah. So they don't want that. I mean, that's a deeper feeling, disappointment, than being angry. 'Cause you get angry almost every day about stuff. So, but disappointment isn't something you experience every day. So when you do, you feel that. I get it. What was your relationship with your father?
Be honest, man. My stepdad was actually there for me. So we really didn't start a relationship until I moved out. Moved out the home. But we was close when I moved out the home. So didn't really find out about my real dad until I was younger. But it made me want to be a father when I didn't have that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But be honest with you, my stepfather was there for me. Kept me out of trouble. When I was younger, I got in some trouble. And I wasn't gonna show up at court. And he remembered the court date, woke me up, had clothes for me to wear, and said, "We going to court." And man, that meant a lot to me, still to this day. Yeah.
I can see it in your eyes right now. You reflecting on that. That's deep. That's deep.
Yeah.
That's what, and that's the whole thing with fatherhood. Is like that, filling that void for your kids in the sense of like, keeping them in order, and that's exactly what he did. Dang, that's awesome. All right, how do you feel your relationship with your stepdad, I should say, shaped how you are as a father?
Man, this dude was so laid back and calm. Man, he it made the calmness come out of me because he was so laid back. And like I said, he never disciplined me, but at the same time, if something was wrong, he'll let me know I was wrong.
Right.
But it made me want to be a better dad to, like, how he loved my sisters, and how he took care of my sisters,
Okay.
and how he accepted my mom that I already had kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that was a big step. So when I got older, man, I could tell you the story. When I got older, we and him became so close that I used to go buy clothes like suits when I go out with my boys, and my dad would come out with me. He'll come hang with us. When I'm at work, I had this dog. But Dad, when I'm at work, I couldn't get off work. Dad would go there and walk my dog all the time, every day.
Man.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Man, that's beautiful. And see, these are the kind of stories about fathers we don't hear about us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, like the stepdad sometimes get a negative rap from people. Yeah, but like stepping in.
Man, that was my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? That's the same situation for me.
Yeah.
I don't know my biological father.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is my stepdad, and all I refer to him as my dad. I never called him a stepfather, or when I talk about him, that was my father.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was there for me. Same as your stepdad was for you. So I mean, your father. Give him that's the proper title.
Yeah,
your father. Yeah.
Right.
What do you think about what kind of legacy you want to leave for your children?
Man, the legacy I want to leave for my children, man, is always treat people how you want to be treated. And don't give up, man. With me, my daughter, and my son, I get motivated when someone tell me I can't do something. I like to hear that word. Just tell me I can't do it, man, and I'll show you better than I can tell you. But the legacy of man, just set up an example, man. Don't tell somebody you love them when they gone.
Oh,
right? Give them their flowers today, and I preach that all the time. Give them their flowers today. Tell them exactly what you think about them, how you feel about them. Cause when they gone, you can't tell them. Man. You telling everybody else that's there. Why you didn't tell that person when they was here? You know. So I just want them to be a voice, man, all the time. That legacy, man, knowing that they dad gonna be the voice, man, no matter what. And I want to leave that legacy behind to let them know, man, don't let anyone take away what you built or what you have, or take away. Trying to figure out the best way to say it. Or take away you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't ever detour from who you are.
Man, I likewise with the being you. Like I remember, and this is so random, but early age, my oldest, he was probably 6 or something. He's probably gonna kill me for telling the story. But he used to be into My Little Pony, like watching the cartoon.
Yeah.
He didn't want the dolls or anything, but he would tell me, he was like, man, I like watching this, but I can't tell my friends I watched this. And I was like, look, your dad watched some crazy stuff too. Just be you.
Yeah.
I mean, you ain't got to shout it from the rooftops. You watch that, but if that's what you like, keep watching what you like, man. I mean, be you. And to this day, I still pick at him at certain stuff, and I love the fact that I can pick at him at stuff, but he gonna keep doing him. Like, just be you.
Be you,
like,
man.
yeah.
And look, let me tell you something. I'm gonna go back, man. It's a funny story that made me think about my kids, and that's why it's important for fathers to be in their kids' life. We was having a conversation one day, the kids, a bunch of people around. My daughter, she was 8 years old, so she said, grown-ups was around drinking, and my daughter said, when I grow up, I'm never gonna drink alcohol. And to this day, she don't drink. She gonna turn 21, but one day she will. And my son said, I am, and I'm gonna smoke too, and I'm gonna be coughing like this. I like, but I couldn't stop laughing.
I'm about to say,
but he was serious, man. But he don't do none of that now. But that sense of humor,
yeah,
that at that age of 4, man, had me laughing, man. So that just a story to see how your kids grow up and the personality of it.
Man.
You know what I mean? And for him to not agree with his sister said, and say he's gonna drink and smoke, but he to this day he don't want to touch it.
Man, I love those. Those are the moments right there, and like you can reflect on that. He probably does. He remember it?
Yeah,
he remembers saying,
"Man, we talk about it all the time."
Yeah, man, those moments right there of just being the dad and just the randomness of our kids. I remember. Now I got to go to storytelling. I I'm walking my youngest from the bus stop. Like he's at the age I don't pick him up at the bus stop. I kind of just stick my head out and he's walking towards me. So we're walking back to our place and I asked him, I said, did you look both ways before you crossed the street? I saw that he didn't. Yeah. He kind of just walked. So he didn't answer at first. So I don't know if you ever seen SpongeBob, but they do this 3 hours later. Yeah. That kind of thing. So I'm going through the motion. And I was like, 3 hours later. And he still hasn't answered. And I said, 40 years later. And he said, 40 years? In 40 years, you'll be 80 and he said, you'll be 80 and dead. I was like, man, people can live to be 80. Man, I was thinking about that the rest of the day. Like, in his mind, he was thinking, because both my boys would call me old man.
Oh, yeah.
Even my oldest son has me as old man in his phone. Mm-hmm. And then the younger one's like, Daddy, guess what? Your name is old man in Kendrick's phone. But in his mind, 80 is like, dinosaur in your times or whatever. So,
and that's the 9-year-old, right?
That's the 9-year-old. Yeah. Yeah. But this was probably about 2 years ago. But, yeah, so I don't know, is 80 because he planned on taking me out or 80 is just like, no, people don't live to be that. So I don't know, but I was laughing at it, but at the same time, I was like, is he plotting something? I gotta let him know I ain't got life insurance on him. I'm just gonna tell him that, something, but it tripped me out though. Like he didn't respond to 3 hours later, 5 hours later, but when I said that, he had to say his piece. But anyway. I digress. How do you show love and affection to your kids?
Man, be honest, man. I tell them, man. I hug them. Growing up, I didn't hear that word a lot.
Me either.
So it was important, man, to me to hear it. So when I was a kid, when someone told me that, I cringed up. Like, don't tell me that. Cause it was mushy to me.
Oh,
because I wasn't told a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And man, my daughter says it every day, man. And when she talks to you, I love you. My daughter's always up here, man. Happy. Yeah. And my son, I tell him all the time, because my son wasn't a hugger, man. He wouldn't let people touch him. But now I did it so much, I hug him so much that he embraced it, man. So when he see me, I love his voice is deep. I love you, Dad. But he got a real deep voice. But at the same time, I tell him I love him, man. And if they need something, I'm gonna do my best to get it. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do my best to do it if I can. If I can. So yeah, I tell them every day, man. Every chance I get, man, I wish I can be around them more.
Uh-huh.
Well, when work comes.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt. That's the daddy everyday part. You gotta still work. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's your contribution to them as well. Mm. But that's good. Telling them and showing them, because I didn't hear it either growing up. Like I knew my mom and dad loved me, but I didn't hear that word. I didn't hear it to the point where I didn't think it was necessary. So like I don't have any issues like, oh, my folks didn't tell me they love me. I just thought that's what it was like.
Right.
But with my kids, I tell them that random. For matter of fact, they tell me more than I tell them.
Right.
My youngest is not a hugger really. He does the kind of hug. I mean, and he's always been like that. Like whether his mom, his friends. And I had to tell people because they want to go in to hug like this, hug him like this, and he's like, he's a little dude. He's like,
yeah.
My oldest son, he's we do the pound embrace like that. So like he's into that, but young one, that's all you're gonna get from him. What are some of the biggest challenges you face as a father?
The biggest challenges, man, not like I said, when I'm working, not being able to be there every step when I want to be there, when I can be there. So I try my best to push aside some time to be there. So basically what I do now, like every April now, I make sure me and my kids, we go on a cruise together. I make sure we do this every year. Right. Every year I put to the side so we can go somewhere together. But I don't know if I got off the question there to answer your question.
No.
But the biggest challenges, man, is just want to solve every problem they have and you can't. You know? And I guess that's life. But my daughter growing up had some changes, you know, man, where she was bullied because she was smart. And being a dad, man, yeah, you already know where I'm going with this, man.
Already.
So someone make your kid feel that way, you really want to, you know what I mean? So my daughter went through that growing up, man, and I told her, don't change it.
Right.
Right now, she just graduated college. So now she's back at school getting a master's.
Oh, that's what's up.
And the people she at school with older. So I like, just keep going. Don't stop. Just keep going. You know, and she won't stop, man. She's doing it, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I love to hear it. I love to see. I'm one of those dudes that like exchanging kid stories.
Yeah.
Like just talking about you know, well, that and Falcons. I like talking Falcons.
You a Falcon fan, yeah.
Yeah, man. You roll with the Falcons?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Woo. 'Cause, I mean, I could have set myself up right then. Because if you'd have said that other team, and you know what team I'm talking about, man,
oh, man, no.
I was like, man, I'd have knocked all this stuff off my own. This is over. It's a wrap. I would have dropped the mic.
Yeah,
and then
man.
the producer would have got upset with me and all that. So I'm glad we on the same page on that. What advice would you give a new dad or a dad to be?
A dad to be.
Yeah.
I can say this, man, and this me talking, especially if you got a little girl. People thought the guys I grew up with, because I was so protective over my sisters, thought I was gonna be this guy that was gonna try to beat up every dude that got around my kid, my daughter. So, man, listen to them and don't judge them on what they telling you, because they'll stop talking to you.
Oh.
So, I learned to listen to my kids, man, and just sit back and listen to what they have to say. And if you like the dudes they got, then they'll get away from them. They actually like the people you don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one they go toward. So my daughter, man, I let her talk to me, and everything she tell me, man, I suck it up. And I used to do that when even though I hated it, I suck it up, man, and listen to her. Mm-hmm. But she talked to me to this day, man.
Yeah.
She still communicate. My son, he still communicate to this day. And one thing about it, like when I'm talking about my daughter in college, at the same time, I'm telling my son, don't put pressure on yourself. Cause she doing this because this is what she wanted to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not gonna stop you from doing what you want to do. Mm-hmm. And man, he said, man, this dude, like I said, he's making his own clothes. This dude is talented, computers. He know how to code.
Right.
This dude, he's doing his thing.
Man.
Yeah.
His own thing too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. And he doesn't have to feel, especially because you let him know you don't have to necessarily follow in her footsteps.
So basically, man, just listen to your kids. Be there. Be honest with your kids. They only care about time. And I had to learn that the hard way. I'm not hoping I'm taking up too much of the time, but
man, as long as
the hard way, man, with my daughter when she was 5. She asked me, she said, Dad, I was at work. So when she went to sleep, I was gone. When she woke up, I was gone. You know what I'm saying? So she said, Dad, where's your bed at? And I said, here. And she was like, no, do you have it at the place you go to every day? Because I had just built a playground for her. And I said, no. She said, why you do that so much? I said, so you can have all this and that. And I said, when you grow up, you have to do the same thing for your kids. And she said, no, I'm not. When I grow up, I'm not going to do my kids like that. I'm going to be rich. That hurt my feelings.
Right, and I understand it.
I said, you don't have to. She said, no, when I grow up, I'm going to be around my kids. And man, that hit me so hard. And
then, you know what?
Yeah.
She's just speaking from her heart. She doesn't know what she's like the effect, but that's the feelings.
It hit me hard, man. And I understood. And I said, wow, man. So when she said that to me, she didn't care about that money I was making and building the playground. She didn't care about none of that. All they care about is time. Yeah, and that's real, man. If you got a kid that just care about money, man, that's wrong. But all she cared about was time. And all my son cared about is time. So that's why I try to make it a habit, man, to just do something with them all the time.
Yeah. Wow. that's exactly what I do now. Like, my oldest son, he's working now. So, he has his work schedule. I got my work schedule. And then, doing the podcast, doing my thing with Daddy every day, getting into the community. So I'm really busy. But I set aside time for me and my oldest to play Madden. I don't answer the phone. I don't do anything. It's just me and him. We talking trash. We playing the game.
You good on Madden?
Oh, I'm garbage.
Oh.
I am garbage on Madden.
Okay.
But every once in a while, I can beat him. Oh. So that, for me, that's the thing he likes, because he likes that challenge. But above all, it's just the time. That's all you want. And the youngest, we play Kirby on his Switch, or we play Uno. Same thing. I don't answer the phone. It's just me and him playing. Sometimes my oldest will play with us, but it's giving them their time. That's all they want. And a lot of times when I'm on the phone, as long as it's not like business, I'll allow them to still like interact with them a little bit. I know like that was a cardinal sin growing up, to speak to your folks if they were on the phone. Like you couldn't, but like I allowed them that space as long as it's not something important I'm on the phone with. But yeah, that time is real big. Yeah. You got to establish that early too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. For those that use, not saying you were trying to, but just buying them all the things, she told you what she wanted. She told you what she wanted.
Yes, she did, man.
Yeah, wow. That's powerful. Man, that's powerful. Man. Do you feel you're a good dad?
I feel I'm a good dad, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I have a lot more improvement. Like I said, I wanna retire, man, and just do everything with them. Plus, even though my daughter's 21 and my daughter's 20 and my son's 16, they still kids to me. So I feel like I'm I am a great dad, man.
There you go. Yeah. That's what I'm talking. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, no, you're a great dad. But I like,
man, because everything I do for them. Mm-hmm. So I throw away all the selfishness and all. I do everything for them. So yeah, that they my purpose. Yeah, right now. So yeah.
Man, and I'm pretty sure they would agree too. And I hope when they run this back and watch it, and they was like, oh, I'll answer that for him. He's a great dad. Like, yeah. Yeah. We're going to get into some like business, professional type questions. Right. So I'm going to switch it up just a little bit on you. Mm-hmm. What do you think about the phrase, you're the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with? You ever heard that?
I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard that.
You believe that? Like the 5 people you're around the most, that's who you tend to?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe that. Just like, you know how they used to say you always eat or whatever. But my thing is, yeah, I believe that, man. If you're around successful people, positive people, then they're going to always have positive vibes. If you're around someone that's not really trying to do nothing for themselves all the time, or nothing, then that person seems to anchor you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I believe that.
Oh, yeah. Most doubt. No doubt. No doubt. What did you get? Oh, I should say, how did you get into your line of work?
Man, my stepdad.
Oh.
Yeah. Man, I was in the streets heavy. And my stepdad one day was like, man, turn that energy, man. Go sell cars. Once you sell a car, you'll be great at it. But every time he said it with a smile. You can do it, man. I guarantee you'll do it. So when I finally moved out the house, and I told him I'm gonna try it. So I went to sell cars. One of my best friends was selling cars. He was a manager. He tried to get me to do it for a while. Like, no, I ain't doing that, man. So stepdad said, man, try it. And I went, and I learned. He trained me. Man, I became the best. Man, at my first check I got, I showed it to my stepdad. He said, I told you can do it. I said, hey, man, I'm going to make more. Yeah. So my stepdad, man, and when I saw that first check and I saw I was great at it, I stayed. I kept doing it, man. Yeah. But that's how I became, I got in the car business.
Oh, okay. And being in the car business, what values do you think are best suited for a person that's in that line of work?
Man, honesty and integrity in everything you do and say. And you got to maintain that, the highest regard, man, for every customer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I like that. I ask you a question and it goes right back to your dad. You know what I mean? That is awesome. Man. I'm doing this and I'm getting like, this is why I'm doing that every day. It's just those positive things about fathers that we really don't get to see. And I'm over here beaming, just hearing you we're just meeting. And I was like, man, this is a great dad, just listening to you talk to your kids. Because that's what I see, how you're talking about your kids is how I feel when I'm talking about my kids.
Yeah.
And then seeing you bringing it back to your father, it's the same thing with my father and like all that. And it's like people, man, it's such a negative stereotype on us.
Yeah.
And it's like, with every race you have, those that aren't doing right. But man, we got some great dads out here. Not good dad. We got some great dads out here.
Yeah,
Man, so I'm gonna get into my favorite part of doing the podcast is the random AF questions. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions and
hope I can answer.
No, this is you. This is you. Whatever you say. All right. Best TV dad of all times.
The best TV dad.
TV show.
Oh man, I just had a tear thinking about my stepdad.
Oh no.
Best TV dad of all times, man. Growing up, everyone would idolize Cosby. Mm-hmm. Being a TV dad, man, and how he was with his kids and his family. So, TV dad, it was Cosby for me.
And that's mine too.
Yeah.
And that was the thing, and what you mentioned about your kids being disappointed. They weren't scared of him laying the hammer down on them. They were scared of disappointing him. Yeah. Now, their mom, on the other hand,
she did. Yeah.
But they were scared of just disappointing their dad.
Right.
So that's mine too. What movie would you like to be the star of? Movie or TV show? Current or back that you would like to be the star of?
That I like to be the star of? Man, I'm trying to think, man. It's crazy, man. Be honest with you, my favorite movie is Coming to America. So
classic.
The first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the second one.
And I would be what was Eddie Murphy's name? It wasn't Simi, was it?
No, I think that was the
that was
Arsenio Hall's. God, as much as I've seen that movie, I'm drawing a blank on his name. But I know obviously.
Yeah. With Eddie Murphy character. Yeah.
Oh man, I love that movie. I don't know how many times I've seen that, man, and I haven't seen the second one because I'm scared of it not being right. Just seeing the trailers just didn't sit right with me, so I haven't seen it.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. I said it's not going to have that same energy. Like maybe if they would have did it back then, like a couple years later. Yeah. I just felt like it wasn't because it's such a classic. Yeah. All right. If you were president, what issue would be first on your list to address?
If I were president?
If you were president.
Man.
And we ain't worried about it going through Congress and that, and whatever you say, it's going down.
It's cleaning up the neighborhoods, man, from where I come from, man, and how they, how they gentrify everything. Mm-hmm. Instead of just gentrifying, man, clean up that neighborhood. Clean up that entire neighborhood, man, and let them have a place where they can go where we don't have to kill each other in our own neighborhood, right, man, because they put our people there in this place where they can't get out of, so it forced them to hurt each other,
right,
and kill each other and survive, man. And that's just like us surviving, man. And we on the island by ourselves, man, with no food, and it's just us, man. And we probably kill each other to survive, to eat.
Yeah.
So just clean up the neighborhoods, man. Better jobs, and be honest with you, man. Get the guns out of these kids' hands. That's it, man. I'm afraid for my son. My kids can't go out and have fun the way we used to have.
We used to have fun, and then thinking like, God, it's such a huge difference.
Right.
Yeah, I'm scared for my kids to hang out outside. I'm glad they're kind of homebodies because even though when we stayed outside, and it seems different. Like, and maybe obviously there was danger back then, but it's on a whole nother level now.
Yeah, they idolize this type of stuff.
Yeah.
Man. And Man, I just want my kids to see what I experienced growing up, having fun. I can go to a house party, man.
Mm-hmm.
If you fought, man, that's all you did.
And that was it. And you can be cool the same day again.
day, yeah.
Man, I've had fights. We playing throw up football.
Yeah.
You get in a fight, and later on that day, you cool again. You straight, yeah.
But yeah, that's what
win or lose, you straight again, yeah.
Yeah, man, I get that. I get all that straight first. So.
Oh yeah, man, you already got my vote. I'll be your VP. Suit or a hoodie? Any regular day, which way you rather do? Suit or a hoodie?
Man, I'm gonna go with the suit.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I like to dress up, man. That's just me. I like dress. That's why I like the. I like the winter. When it's fall, I like to dress. Mm-hmm. So I'm a suit. But if I'm around the house, yeah, I'm a lounge and hoodie and stuff like that. But on a regular day, without the jacket.
Okay.
Without the jacket. Yeah. But I like to dress up, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I can't stand suits.
Yeah, I like
I mean, and it's probably because I just don't wear them enough. I mean, although, let me say, when I dress up and have to wear a suit, I feel good in it. It changes your mindset when you have a suit on.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, you know what, I'm going to do right in life. I feel good. Yeah. Yeah. So I definitely love the vibe in wearing a suit.
I think the reason I said that, man, because I try to change up that person that I was growing up. So I changed it to the suit. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. Man, dang, you made it deep. Okay, that's what's up. That's it. And a lot of stuff has meaning behind it. A lot of things we do, we may not even recognize, but yeah, you recognize like that. Okay. Skipping from that to what does mental health mean to you?
Man. You hit a nerve right there, bro. Yeah. Man, I ain't know mental health was that real until you go through it yourself.
Right.
You know? And man, it's like when people really need somebody to talk to, they really need somebody to talk to. Because you never know what somebody's holding in.
Mm-hmm.
You never know, man. And I think it's help out there needed, man. And if you see someone going through it, man, let them talk to you.
And sometimes that's all they want, just a conversation.
Yeah, let them
feel heard.
Yeah, man. Let them talk to you, man. So it's real, man.
Oh, yeah, it's different than when we were growing up. Like that, we didn't even talk about mental health.
No.
I mean, we throw the word crazy, and that was it. And now it's we live in a different world, and I say better in that sense that we are recognizing everybody is going through something.
Yeah,
and we just all handle it differently, you know. But that just talking to somebody is a big thing. Somebody just need an ear. And sometimes you can feel, man, this person just want to talk. I'm just going to let them, you know what I mean? Like you can feel it like they just want to talk. That's it.
Man, a lot of people out here screaming for help, man. And you don't understand what they really doing.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah. That acting up sometimes just to cry for help. I didn't get that. I've heard that before growing up, like, they just doing that for attention. But now I realize it's not just attention, so eyes are on them. It's just it's their way of letting you know I need help.
I need help, yeah.
And you don't know how to ask for help.
Yeah.
Some people, and it's crazy because you think, just say you need help. Yeah. A lot of stuff seem easy to some people, but others, it's not that easy to ask for help. So I implore anybody out there, if you see someone that you can tell they're screaming for attention, check on them, see what's going on. I say check on your friends, even your strong ones, the ones that you never hear complain.
Right.
Check on them. I definitely.
Those are the ones you need to check on.
That was the one you need. The ones who are there for everybody else.
Yeah.
You need to check on them.
Yeah.
What are some, what are your favorite, I should say, resources or things you do to try to get your mental state in a good place? Like books or podcasts or people?
I just started reading books. I wasn't big on reading books, so I just started reading books. But to ease my mind, like I said, when I go on cruises, when I'm on a cruise, man, it's like in a whole nother world, man. Music, I love reggae, so I listen to reggae all day. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't. I know like the popular reggae in the sense of U.S. popular reggae.
Man, Richie Spice, man, he's the best. He's positive too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Richie Spice. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep that in mind. All right. So I have a couple of closing questions.
Yes, sir.
So far with this episode, what has been your favorite part?
Man, the entire episode, man. Actually, it's a conversation, man. Like I said, people need conversation.
Yeah.
And just to talk, outside of work.
Yeah.
We're not talking about work. We talking about real life,
Right.
fatherhood, every day. And it's I enjoyed this more. To be honest with you, I forgot we was recording.
That's what's up. I've gotten more comfortable in this space. And I didn't realize how much I would enjoy this as far as changing the dynamic. I love talking fatherhood, period, anyway. And adding recording, video, and all that stuff to it, I thought would kind of taint it a little way. But no, this is it. I feel more open doing this. It's crazy. As far as you, because I think we're still all growing. What do you feel you still want to improve on? Like as far as how people see you or whatever. What do you feel like, or maybe just for yourself? What is something that you want to improve on with yourself?
Making me improving on myself, man. Research everything, so I can be straight. And like and to go back when you say set a legacy, and that's why I started reading books, man. I just don't want to be stuck doing what I've been doing since '98. You know what I mean? Research more. The guy that I'm inspired by, my brother-in-law, he's the one who's producing this thing. And I see how motivated he is, setting up studios, man, and nonstop.
Yeah,
nonstop. And when it comes to me, man, to invest better, to set that legacy for myself and my kids, man, so I don't have to work as much. I don't have to work as much, man, where I can take these cruises I want year round. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't have to go in someone's job. So that's where I need to better myself at, man.
Gotcha.
Better investments and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, definitely true. I take some of that advice myself as far as trying to improve so I can be around my kids more, and even in adulthood be around them more.
Man, you got books, man. You like,
man, I'm doing a little something, man. I'm doing a little something.
You dude got 5 books on the table.
I'll put you on game. But but no, the being around my kids more, how you just mentioned, so you're not always at somebody's job. My son, my oldest son, first of all, he's the inspiration for Daddy every day. Like he's 17 now, so I've been doing this almost like 10 years. But like when he was 6, he said to me the words "Daddy" every day. I was helping him with his homework and my daddy every day, and that was my light bulb moment. So when I did my first book talk, he was excited, and he was 6. He was excited seeing me up there. But the thing he said, and it was almost like a moment that you had with your daughter when she was 5. He's like, "This is cool and all, but I don't want you to get too successful."
Wow.
Yeah. And that's like, why? And he was like, "Because then you won't have any time for me."
Yeah.
6, yours was 5. It's like, they already let you know this is what I want. Yeah. And I don't care what he said. I want to be the biggest name. No, I'm just playing. But I do, but I want that for him. And that's what I told him. I was like, I want to grow this so that I can spend more time with you. Like this book, Kendrick's big book of stuff, is something I wrote with him.
Okay.
So like I wanted to incorporate him in on that. And then when I do book conventions where we set up the tables to sell, I bring him along, that part. So I wanted to show him like, no, you're a part of this. I mean, you inspired this. If he never said Daddy every day to me, I'd have never had that light bulb moment.
Wow.
So this is all about him. And then my second one came along and further my passion for fatherhood. So I wouldn't be doing this. We wouldn't be having this interview right now if it wasn't for them. So
Wow.
I just want to give them a shout out, Kendrick and Dylan. But if you had the attention of the whole world for 5 minutes, what would you say?
Man, I was 5 minutes for the whole world.
The whole world, everybody.
Are we talking about being a father? Or?
Or just whatever you want to say about anything. You got everyone's attention.
Man, I'm big, man. 5 minutes. I'm real big on family, man. I'm a giver. I never expect anything back. Man, the people around you, man. Like I said, man, I'm big on keep them close, man. People love for you to tell them what you think about them. The good thing, man. Listen to your kids. Pay attention to your people around you. Pay attention. See if they okay. Call everyone in your family, man, just to make sure they straight, man, no matter what. Just to keep them close to you, man, because you never know when someone leaving. And and the reason I'm saying this, I done lost 5 first cousins younger than me.
Man.
Yeah. So, and that take a big toll on you.
Right.
Growing up in the same household with your cousins, and they gone.
Right.
So every day, man, even with your kids, your family. I grew up with, like I said, I got 6 sisters. I'm the only boy. Now my sister's married, man. Now I got brothers.
Right.
So my thing, man, every day, tell your family you love them, man. If you got ideas, man, share it.
There you go.
Yeah, share it with people, man. Just don't hold it. I mean, get it going. Get it going for yourself, but don't be afraid to tell somebody how you got there.
Right.
You know? So, I mean, that's all, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. And if I had like 30 seconds to say something to the whole world, it would be to give them your social media. You have social media? You use social media? You don't use social media?
Man, I'm not big on it, but I need to take that and try to get on social.
Man, I got to love-hate with it, but it helps me connect with people and then allow, as a tool I use to, spread the word about what I got going on. So if you don't feel like you're missing it, I wouldn't. Yeah, but I mean, if you're interested in it, then get into it. But yeah, it's not all what it's cracked up to be. You can find other ways to entertain yourself, like reading the book. And I'm gonna bust an Oprah right now. And you get a book.
All right.
You get every book that's on this counter. Don't mess with my bobbleheads, but I want to give you a copy of every book that's on the table
that's
right
big.
now.
I was gonna ask you for. Oh man.
I appreciate this interview so much. Giving me a chance to just soak up that good energy you have, brother. You are a great father, so don't even use the word good. If they get you a Father's Day card and they say good on it, I need you to scratch that out and put great on there.
Great.
You are a great father.
Super fantastic even.
Oh, I would say that. I wouldn't spell it, but I'll say that.
Yeah.
But no, I really enjoyed this, brother. I appreciate the legacy you're leaving, because part of what you're leaving behind is you're leaving good kids to this world that are going to contribute and be positive images for others to see. And hopefully they'll continue on your legacy and raise their kids up when they get there to be just the way you raised them. So I thank you for being a part of this podcast. I really do appreciate it. Now, for a little housekeeping on my end, if you guys want to get at me, because I am on social media, Daddy Everyday on Facebook, Daddy Everyday on Instagram, of course. Twitter, Daddy Everyday 24, because somebody beat me to Daddy Everyday. Website, daddyeveryday.org. If you want to email me, because some people still do that, email me at info@daddyeveryday.org. And that's it. Oh, LinkedIn, Delonzo Barnes. I'm trying to get my LinkedIn game up, because that's where the true professionals hang. So that's it. That's a wrap for another Daddy Everyday podcast. I want to thank my very special guest, Demond Wright. Thank you, brother, for your time.
Thank you for having me, man.
And we out.
All right.